Everybody hear me? Great, okay. So, welcome to Charles V. Now I'm going to speak about something we really love, and I hope you all love it because we are in Italy. And I'm going to speak about food, okay? Our topic is marketing and storytelling, and we are going to be centered on one of the projects we make, which is called Imperial Kitchens. Okay, it doesn't charge. It was supposed to have a picture of Charles V, but you can imagine him like me with a beard, okay, with a hat and a crown. I don't know. Imagine. He was an emperor, okay, the emperor of the Holy Roman Empire in the 16th century. He was born in 1500 and died in 1558 in Quacos de Yuste. Quacos de Yuste is a little village, part of the Shire of La Vera, where we come from, and that is why we are the coordinators, let's say, of the European route of Charles V. Some of you have already been there. As he was an emperor, all his life was documented. In this case, Manuel de Foronda and Aguilera was the follower of Charles V during his whole life, and he wrote all these political meetings, all these costumes that he carried during his entire life. That is why we have all the information about Charles V nowadays. Regarding gastronomy, Ruperto de Nola wrote a manual of all the menus of the emperor during his life, okay? That is why we have this information very, very accurate, and that is why we can center on this topic for the project. It was also a point of inflection, I don't know, a changing point in history, because as you know, Charles V was the grandson of the Catholic kings, and it was with him that all the food from the Americas came to Europe. But he didn't like that food. He was the owner of the food, he was the one that brought the food from America, but he didn't like that food. There is a curious anecdote that is like, someone brought him a pineapple, he smelled it, and he said, "It smells really good, but I prefer pork. I won't eat this. I prefer my food," okay? So that is why when we talk about this project, we are talking about recipes and food that are from the emperor, not from the epoch, because we have already peppers, potatoes, pineapples, all the fruits, but the food that the emperor preferred, okay? So what is Imperial Kitchens? This is a project that is part of a product club, as we say, that has many, many labels, and one of those labels is Imperial Kitchens. There are many local companies and enterprises like restaurants, hotels, and other producers, okay, food producers that are part of this project of Imperial Kitchens. And they are mainly in the territory of La Vera, in the Shire of La Vera, where Charles V died, okay? We are a route that in Spain covers from Cantabria till Extremadura, and we have many other partners, international partners, but we are starting with this project in La Comarca de La Vera, in this particular place. As we say, this is also a very nice form of involve private companies into the roots of the Council of Europe, because we are speaking about getting an approval of their business. So, what do we have? We make education activities with those enterprises and with people that wants to get part in the Imperial Kitchens project, okay? And we have also an official recognition for all those companies that are involved in that. For tourism, what do we offer to the tourists? We offer an imperial menu, so you will eat like an emperor in this restaurant. It sounds really good, or not. Everyone wants to be an emperor once in his life. And then we also do storytelling. As you see here, Nicole, Echo, you know Nicole? He doesn't know Nicole. Nicole knows you, okay? Because of the hat, she knows you. So Nicole and Adolfo, they are let's say, the theater representatives of Charles V and one of her friends, okay? And every time we are making this kind of show cookings or this kind of activities, they are going there to make the storytelling. Like, I'm Charles V, I like this, and you are going to eat with me in the court of my friends. I don't know. It is really, really, really nice. We make promotion also. Many of you are in this picture. So, as I explained, we have show cookings, okay, with professionals from the kitchens in Spain, okay. Also with Michelin stars, we have worked with them sometimes. And then we make other projects. In the picture above, you can see our friends, our colleagues. Some weeks ago in Spain, as you remember, we had this meeting also in Spain last month, I think, like last month. Yeah. And in all places we ate, they were part of the Imperial Kitchens project. We didn't have an Imperial menu because it is difficult also to prepare. I will speak about it later, but it is very difficult to prepare only an Imperial menu for only 20 people in only one day for a restaurant. But we did enjoy the ambience of the emperor. And then we make another projects like these activities with old people from the towns that prepare food with children and with students, and it was part of an Erasmus project there in La Vera. We also have touristic packages. I don't know if you know what they are. Well, a touristic package is that I am a tourist, I come for La Vera, okay, and I have the hotel, the activities, and then I have the meal in a restaurant. Okay, you pay for everything and everything is organized. So this project, Imperial Kitchens, is part also of those touristic packages. So, I haven't finished, okay? Don't make the applause yet. So yeah, for the last, what is our situation right now? After the pandemic, as you may think, as you may suppose, those kind of activities have been stopped because, as in almost every country, in Spain, restaurants were closed, menus were reduced, people that could go to a restaurant groups were reduced, distances were increased, so everything was fucked up, okay? So what are we trying to do right now? We are having meetings with all the partners of the Imperial Kitchens project, with all those restaurants, to try to reactivate it. We are preparing those kind of education activities also for new restaurants that are willing to enter the project in terms of speaking about the food, about the techniques of the 16th century, to try to make some innovative kitchen with those recipes, okay? And they are willing to enter, so that is positive. Then we are also improving the part of the storytelling. And what we are going to propose right now is an annual program with all those restaurants, where each month we will have inauguration, let's say, of a degustation menu, okay, of the emperor in each restaurant. So you will have to order your reservation, okay? We are 6, we are going to this restaurant in January. You will go there, you will sit with the emperor that will explain the menu, and you will have a wonderful menu, a wonderful night, and then you will have a passport to sign and to say, okay, next month, where do we go? This is very, very nice, because we are fidelizing people to the Shire, to all those villages, because you have to make a parkour of 19 villages in the Shire of La Vera during a whole year. So it is a touristic advantage, okay, for us. We are also trying to improve the sustainability of the restaurant's offer, because you can organize yourself previously and you don't waste food nor money. So that is also sustainable, not only for the environment but for the economy of the restaurant. And we are also fostering the improvement, let's say, of a community identity. Okay? As we know, we are in the Shire of La Vera. As I said, we are 19 different villages, so it is a lot of people, and all the villages are different. So one of our tasks sometimes is to try to generate this integrity and this identity of the whole community. And with those kind of activities that are taking part in each village with the same character, more or less you kind of successful in this purpose, okay? So now the video, Francesca. And now there is a video, but it's very short.
Imperial Kitchens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I have to I open it and I'll stop it just because I need to
Okay.
share. So it's not this one, could it be this one maybe? No quiero compartir el video. ¿Vale? ¿Dónde?
En el loquito este de la...
¿Este?
El otro, sí.
¿Zoom?
Sí. Ahí está.
No, es este que tengo que abrir con VLC.
Sentar.
Corderos asados, vaca cocida, pasteles de ave, liebres al horno, japones en salsa.
Y luego ya está compartido, no, todavía no.
Tienes que cortar aquí, pero no se corta.
A ver,
No se abre.
ahí lo tengo. Vale. Perfecto, lo siento, Lucas.
Nada, nada.
Ahora te lo pongo desde el principio.
Vale.
¿Te doy?
Ya.
Corderos asados, vaca cocida, pasteles de ave, liebres al horno, japones en salsa, cabalíes, cerveza Marajal, vino del Rin. ¿Quién no desea saborear los manjares que una vez fueron dignos de emperadores? Fascinarse con platos que fueron creados para el disfrute y deleite del emperador Carlos en la comarca de la Vera.
That's him.
Su espíritu glotón y paladar exquisito volverá a reunir en Garantilla de la Vera lo mejor de la despensa imperial. Los más delicados y deliciosos platos, creando una nueva y apasionante experiencia gastronómica. Un producto innovador basado en el turismo gastronómico y en la restauración de calidad. Un viaje a través de la historia, de los sabores y aromas que desde puntos distantes del orbe llegaban hasta España, dotando nuestra cultura gastronómica de una variedad, matices y mixturas sin precedentes. Bienvenidos a la mesa del emperador. Bienvenidos a Imperial Kitchen.
Okay, that's all. So now if you have any question, comments, I don't have food for you, I'm sorry. But if you bring me food, I can cook for you.
How many restaurants?
Right now there are 8 active restaurants, but we are talking with new ones that are willing to enter that. So as I told you, in this present situation, okay, we are trying to get involved with more restaurants, okay, and we are like trying to choose those strategic restaurants that already has a special kind of food, let's say, okay, more elaborate, more modern, innovative, because it's also strategic. And then we are also trying to amplify the offer to the whole route of Charles V in Spain. So there are some territories in Spain that are already interested of forming part of this project, with the aim of bring to the tourists a whole idea, let's say, of the life of Charles V regarding gastronomy in Spain, since he entered in Cantabria until he arrived to die in Quacos de Yuste, because he changed the costumes of eating too. So this is very interesting.
For the imperial menu, even though he ruled an enormous empire, would you say that the emperor's diet was mainly Spanish cuisine?
If it was, sorry?
It was mainly Spanish food, his diet?
I don't know if it was Spanish food. Si la dieta del emperador era solo comida española. No, it wasn't. It was Spanish food when he arrived to Spain, but he lived in many places in Europe. So I think he brought all the recipes from Europe to Spain because he was a very glutton monarch. He was one of the most glutton monarchs in history. Even if he was ill from he had an illness, right? Yeah, gota. He has gota, so he... Yeah, gota is, he had the gota on the feet, on the foot, okay? But he has an illness in the mouth, so he couldn't eat properly. But even with that, he ate a lot. He loved to eat. We had an anecdote also in the monastery of Yuste where he died, that the touristic guide told us that when he ate, he was always on his own. He didn't want people to be with him eating because he spread all the food in the table. He was like a pork, like a pig. So, yeah, but he was the king, like, yeah.
The menus has changed because there are a passage that about, I don't know if Corolla or somebody else, that anchovies, yeah, they bring from the north because he loved it, and they bring in salt. They bring from Cantabria to the monastery of Yuste. So maybe the elaboration are different, but the products are from the south.
Yeah. That's it. He brought all the food that he liked during his journey. Other questions?
My question is, the idea of Imperial Kitchens, was it something requested by tourists? Was it an idea of some community? How was the creation, let's say, of Imperial Kitchen? If you have the story of Imperial Kitchen.
Yes, it's far from work with a professor too, and we thought that it was interesting because there were another initiative in another part, but they were very, for example,
For us is that there is already a great gastronomy in our area, in La Vera. There is already a great gastronomy offer. We have very good restaurants, very good food. Even if we are in Spain, in La Vera is better. So to try to give another offer and try to sell it better than ordinary offers, that is why we are working on an annual project, increasing the importance of storytelling instead of food, okay, to try to bring to the tourists an innovative and I don't know, an outstanding offer, an outstanding product that he or she is willing to pay for. So, and restaurants are very happy with that because they say, okay, why I'm going to make an imperial menu if already with my menu I have a full restaurant every weekend. So with that, they are like, okay, let's try, and it works a lot. So.
And we have now a little fight between restaurants, very funny because the people from La Vera, our gastronomy star is the paprika. But in the 16th century, the